I will say this, like, I don't want to go into any big long. I feel like rant is maybe the wrong word, but like speeches. Maybe speeches is a good word. So I'm going to try not to. But essentially, I want this year to be the year when we go back to simplicity, creativity, enjoying the things we like. Without chasing algorithms, without having to hit view targets and all that kind of stuff. No, I'm just playing Minecraft and recording what I'm doing. And hoping that somebody out there will enjoy it. And I think they will. I literally have been gone back the past couple days and been rewatching some old YouTubers that did Minecraft stuff, you know, 15 years ago now, which is crazy. I can't even believe it's 15 years ago. One such name that comes to mind is Syndicate. I'm sure a few people's memories just got jogged hearing that name. When I was thinking of 2011 eras, I was a teenager, not so much a kid. I mean, I was a kid, but, you know, an older kid. I tried to do that. Like, I tried to make videos and do what Syndicate and others were doing. I didn't quite catch that train. I didn't have the hardware. I didn't have the I feel like advantages is maybe a good word that others did to be able to make it work for them. Do I have that now? Technically, yes. I do have, you know, 100 times the hardware now that I had back then. We're getting lucky with these cave systems here. But I've also learned that, you know, you gotta create for the fun of creating, not just for trying to go somewhere with it. If you just purely try and do it for the idea of going somewhere with it, you're gonna pull your hair out before you ever actually do get anywhere. So these videos are going to stay quite simplistic. I'm not going to do too much in the ways of like crazy editing and effects or a camera or anything like that. That stuff stays over on my Twitch channel, which I will link that in the description of these videos. Oh my goodness, water is so slow and waxy looking. Did water always look so waxy in the older versions? It probably did. What I'm not seeing in this cave anywhere is iron. I said that too soon. I got iron right above my head. I need to, actually, let's not waste torches here. I need to get up to the source of this water, though. And snuff it. Although it's when you follow these things and it turns out that there's actually like a hole into an ocean that's just flooding down into the cave. Okay, I stand corrected. There is some iron here. I also just heard our first zombie of the playthrough. That's a good sign. I'm thinking I want to do a video eventually where I take you guys on a tour of my different PCs, my different projects, including the I call it Downstairs PC version 2, or sometimes Downstairs PC Resurrected. But I'll take you on a tour of that one, all the different games and fun things on there. I've got a Windows XP machine that runs again some of the older, because they can still natively run DOS games on. Oh, I said they, but you know, you can still natively run DOS games on XP systems, so I've got some of the old classics on there. There's actually a lot of classics too that I just never really played. You know, I mean, I lived partly through that era or at the tail end of it or whatever, but I just never actually played them back then. One that comes to mind is the Doom series. I've kind of casually played a little bit of the original Doom just for funsies, but to go back through and actively play those games, that would be cool. I should definitely do that. The Liaro series, or Liaro, whichever you prefer to pronounce it as. I think it's actually pronounced Liaro, but that's inspired by the Worms games. Actually, the Worms games, for that matter, too. We could totally play those. Some Sauerbraten, Cube 2 Sauerbraten. Red Eclipse, that one's always fun. They have it on Steam, but I kind of prefer the original. The original's the wrong word, but how it was before it was on Steam, I feel like was a not so much better, but it was different. It hit differently. Super Mario War. That's always a fun one. It's like a fan-made spin-off of Super Mario Brothers. Mario Brothers 3 and Mario World, mostly. And Mario Brothers 2. And they took elements from those games and kind of made like a desktop version of Smash Bros. Sort of, kind of. Except the main mechanic is stomping on other Mario's heads. As opposed to in Smash how you're doing all sorts of moves. Whoa, is that my... Oh, okay. I thought that was my last stone pickaxe already. I'm like, do I need to go up and make... I should go and get the iron smelting so it's ready when I get up there. Another fun and classic kind of simpler gaming avenue to explore on this channel is going to be Flash games. Browser games, I should say, not just Flash games. And we can do that with a really cool little program that's basically like a Steam library, except for all those old school games, called Flashpoint. And it lets you play not just Flash games, but Shockwave and Java and all matter of other various libraries, platforms that games were written on and hosted on back in the day. Is it the same? No, but it's similar. I think you can still... And again, some of these games that I know I'm not the only one that really grew up playing these things in the school computer lab or what. Some of these games, to this day, I can sit down and play them and still discover things about them I didn't know. And still finally beat that one level I never could beat as a kid that it took me all this time to finally sit down with an adult's freaking brain instead of a kid's brain to figure out this level. I hear skeletons. What level am I at? 22. Now remember, there is no negative values on the y coordinate. We go down specifically to... I think it's actually 12, not 11. I think it was 12 at this point for the lava level. Ooh, is that music or is that creepy cave ambience? I think it's both. We are at 18. We're getting close. Did I just hear a grass block place? Was it me? I forget. Are Endermen a thing? No, Endermen are not a thing in this. The end wasn't released until Minecraft 1.0, I do believe. So, that's kind of scary. Also, there's some gold. I can't actually mine it, so that gold kind of blocks me from going further this way, even though we're not at the 12 point yet. So I'm going to have to go here and then turn this way, which is not a bad thing to do. I can come back and get that gold and clear that out in a few moments when I make the iron pickaxe. I hear noise going on beside me. If you see little cuts and strips in the video, that's cut points. Negative 10. I've gone too far now. This is the 12 right here. Or not negative 10, but just like 12. Okay, we have hit the 10, or the 12 I should say, right here. And that gold is really in the way. Like, you just get down here and the gold's like, surprise! If you notice like awkward cuts in the video where the audio and the whole thing just doesn't match up, that's just intentional because of, well, that right there actually. Okay, we have hit level 12. We got some gold, which is great, and we've also got some coal, which is also great because I'm going to set up a furnace right here. And we'll get this iron smelting. Oh, the music is so cheery and fun, isn't it? Okay, we have reached level on the Y, level 12, aka diamond level. I haven't found any diamond yet, but we've got a furnace set up and the iron smelting. Apologies for the jump cut in the video. Things went a little screwy, but I think we've solved that problem. I also realized that I needed to adjust my settings because things were looking kind of blurry and gross. Hopefully I have resolved that now. And we can continue for a little while, see if we can't find some diamond. One thing that's kind of messing with my head is like, okay, so back now, did I get it? Oh, almost a. Back now, the end was not a thing, which is fine because instead of playing the game to a completion point, we played it for the sake of building stuff, making stuff. It's going to take a bit to readjust to that, but probably not as long as I think it will, because that's pretty much typically all I do in Minecraft anyway, is just build stuff. So building a base at the 0x0 coordinate is definitely first on the project list, and I don't even remember if enchantments were a thing in beta. I think they were, but it's been long enough that I honestly don't remember when certain things were added. I think there's a cave in that direction somewhere, but that's one thing that with Minecraft I don't think has really ever changed, is audio positioning. Just because you can hear it doesn't mean you're gonna know where the heck it is. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and mine out all this dirt. We can find a cave, or we can make one. Look, we've uncovered more iron. Excellent. Well on our way to being able to make iron armor, actually. Really? Except when he gets snubbed with just one ore. That's useful. That's very useful. Wow, okay, that sounds like a lot of mobs in this direction. We have yet to actually fight any mobs since we started this playthrough, which I think is actually kind of surprising. Oh, look. Oh, I found a lava that looks very, very cheese-like. I mean, Minecraft lava always did look cheese-like, but now it looks really cheese-like. I also hear water. Now, when I hear that many zombies en masse, it kind of makes me think there might be a spawner, which would be an excellent thing to find. That does sound like a... Oh, there's a skeleton over there. Okay, okay, now we're entering bad territory. You know what? Let's be smart about this. I'm gonna go stick all this iron in the chest over here, because I know my luck. I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get a little bit too ambitious and end up losing all my shiny stuff. I'm not playing with keep inventory. I don't think that was even a thing in beta, so I don't have that option. Plus, I mean, I gotta take some risks now and again. Ah, yes. Before the sword nerf. So I can just smack the crap out of you. Ha-ha! Okay. There's the water. Oh! Wait, I guess ravines weren't a thing back now, were they? Just sharp-looking caves. Okay. This is not what I was expecting. Let's grab some dirt here.